Israeli strikes knocked out all of Iran's S-300 air defense systems, officials.
This post received a score of 17,000, with an upvote ratio of 91%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
The market for Russian air defense systems has to be practically non-existent at this point.
I think they had a fire sale, just saying.
Did Tobias F. NKE handle the commercials?
The Russian army certainly seems to have a suspicious number of anal rapists. Maybe he's been training them?
I think anal is the most popular porn in Russia. They really like their butt stuff.
I feel like I should say hello.
You say hello, but I say goodbye.
So the F-35 works is the take from this.
If you ask me, this was the main part of the display. The strike was not just showing Iran what they're capable of, but showing any user of Russian AA systems what the F-35 is capable of. Russia just got a wake-up call on the quality of modern first strike aircraft.
It's going to shut a lot of people who panned this aircraft up.
For sure, I'm inclined to believe the US pilots who talk about engagement distance on YouTube. With the F-35 you can kill your target before it sees you. With that capability, who cares if it can dogfight like the F-16 or F-22?
Thank you for giving me an excuse to gush about planes. F-16s and F-22s can both be equipped with BVR, Beyond Visual Range, missiles and perform similar feats. Hell, even F-14s and some earlier fighters can use BVRs to good effect. F-35s may have an advantage in their use due to their advanced sensor integration, but air combat has been trending away from pure dogfighting for decades. It's just not as cool looking, so the public doesn't see it depicted often. As for the F-22, it still has a significantly smaller RCS, radar cross-section, than the F-35. It's also, possibly, a worse dogfighter than the A.
If you were in a dogfight, then things have went terribly wrong. Even in World War II, dogfighting was not the preferred way for fighters to engage another fighter. Boom and zoom was much more preferable.
Yep, it's like teaching a soldier how to knife fight. If their rifle didn't do the job, they're already in a bad way.
Trained against SA-20s in the US. This is what tickles my balls. The SA-20 is no joke, but also not a biggie against AF-35 in proper planning, both of which the IAF has access to.
I believe part of the reason for the success against Russian A2AD assets in both Ukraine and Iran is that NATO and allied forces have trained to a very high standard specifically against these systems. Thanks for your service.
I think it also points to a potential weakness in strategy of air defense systems as a replacement for an effective air force. Soviet and later Russia doctrine was that they would not be able to compete with the West in the air, so they poured billions into air defense systems. And they have a lot of them. But they are still ground-based systems. Compared to fighters, they have limited radar range due to being on the ground, and relatively fixed, even if mobile. And once they turn on their radar, anything with the correct receiver, including satellites, will be able to know where they are.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com. Without any human intervention.